Before we begin today's episode, I'd like to give a thanks to our sponsor, me. I bought all of these cosmetics for today. I wasn't sponsored, and this is coming out of my actual paycheck. So shout out to Elijah for sponsoring this video. Thank you, Elijah. Now on to the actual video. What's up YouTube, it's Okie Dokie, and today I'm going to be sharing with you guys some really cool summer loadouts that you can use for your mercenaries during this summer season. And so all of these are going to be relatively cheap, and I'm not going to be using a whole bunch of the stereotypical items like the summer shades or the summer hat. So we're going to be sticking with mostly craft hats or pretty affordable items in general, except for a couple of items. But let's just get started with the video. So first off, we have the Scout, and for the first item on the list, we have Ellis's cap, and you can get this hat by either owning Left 4 Dead 2 or just by buying it on marketplace.tf or from the Steam marketplace. And this hat looks really cool because it's kind of reddish and it's just a nice little summer cap. Next, we have the Prinny pouch, and it's a nice little fanny pack for the Scout, and he can put his Criticola or whatever he would like in that little pouch, and it just looks really cool on his waist. And last but not least, we also have the Aloha apparel, which is a really nice summer-esque looking shirt, and you can see it has the floral print on it, and it looks kind of like one of those Hawaiian shirts that you would wear on one of your vacations. But those three are the three items for the Scout. Moving on to the Soldier, for the next loadout, it was a little bit more challenging because I couldn't really find anything that made it look like the Soldier was, taking it easy and kind of cooling off for the summer, because all of his items are pretty much long sleeve and looks rather heavy on him. But for the most part, I focused on the head region. And first up, we have the Spook Specs, and this one's really nice because it has this kind of cool shorter cut hair, and it's just kind of swept to the side and giving it kind of a more laid back look, and it looks really nice with these shades as well built into it, so we don't have to use another loadout slot with any shades or the sunglasses. Next up, we have the Lone Survivor. Now this beard looks really cool because it's kind of that unshaved look, and it just looks really nice, and I believe this is one of the most expensive ones on this list. It's just over a key, and you can get it probably a little bit cheaper on backpack.tf, but I just got this off Marketplace. And then finally, you can use the Soldier's Stogie, or you can swap it out with the Captain's Cocktails. Now, these are kind of cool because they replace his grenades with a couple of cans of liquor, and not liquor.
I am the liquor.
What the heck? It replaces his grenades with a couple cans of beer, and it's kind of a cool little touch if you want it to make it seem like the Soldier's kind of kicking back and knocking back a few cold ones with his stogie and just kind of not giving a care. You could swap out either of these actually if you wanted to make that work. But for these three, I just chose the Spook Specs, the Lone Survivor, and the Soldier's Stogie. Up next, we have the Pyro. Now, for the head region, we have the Pampered Pyro, and this is a really cool little towel that he just wraps around his head, and it's kind of a cool little summer feeling because it feels like he just went to the beach, he got his non-existent hair wet, and now he is just drying it off. So he's got that towel on top of his head. And next, we have the Backpack Broiler, which is literally just a grill with him that he can take wherever he goes. He can meet up the Scout, like I showed you earlier. They could go to the beach and they could just whip up some little burgers or hot dogs and just make them on there. And then last but not least, he has the hot huaraches. Now these are really cool because they're his little flip-flops, and you can see his socks. And it's just kind of a goofy little touch to make it seem like he's just kind of chilling on the beach in his sandals. So that was the Pyro loadout with the Pampered Pyro, the Backpack Broiler, and the hot huaraches. Next up, we have the Demoman, and he's rocking the stylish De Groot. Now, this is a really clean little fade he's got here. He's got the wave check, and he's got some pretty smooth waves up there, not gonna lie. And then he's also got the seeing double and the six-pack abs. So the Demoman is not afraid of partying, and he's not afraid to show it. So he's got his little martini glasses, and he's got his six-pack abs. So I think this is a really cool summer party loadout for the Demoman, and it just kind of captures the spirit of his crazy side. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the video so far. Don't forget to leave a like on the video, and if you're new to this channel, or if this is the first video that you've seen on this channel, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications so you don't ever miss out on any new videos or content. By doing this, you're really helping this channel grow, and you're making my day. Not to mention, when you subscribe and turn on the notifications, you'll be automatically entered in my all-class unusual giveaway that will be announced once I reach 500 subscribers. And if you're already subscribed, rest assured, you're already entered. Thank you guys, and let's continue on with the video. Next up, we have the Heavy, and so for the hat region, we have the Dealer's Visor, and this is a really cool hat because it looks like a little visor that keeps off the sun and just kind of keeps his face cool in the summertime. And we also have the Toss-Proof Towel, which is, of course, a summer necessity when you go to the beach, so that one pairs nicely with the visor as well. And then finally, we have the Aqua Flops, which are, of course, the flip-flops that kind of tie together the whole look. And for the Aqua Flops, you can swap that out with the Sandwich Safe. And that one looks really cool because it looks like, the Heavy's taking his Sandwich to the beach to meet all the other mercenaries and just kind of chill out and just have a cool little picnic on the beach. So you can do that instead of the Aqua Flops, but I really like the look of the Aqua Flops. And of course, you can swap that one out for any of these items, but these are the ones that I think look really cool. Next up, we have the Engineer. Now this one, we have the Big Country with the Nelson style. Now the reason that I chose this one is because it looks like he's just kind of taken off his hat and he's just kind of like, all right, I'm just gonna chill. I'm not gonna care about work. I have a little time off. I'm just gonna let my hair flow. And he's just letting down his hair and just not giving a care in the world. And same thing goes for the Dad Duds. He just looks like he's rocking his little flannel, even though it is a little bit warmer outside. It could be a little cooler in the evenings, and I can picture him just chilling on the beach with his buddies along with his lonesome loafers, just kind of resting up over the summer. And so that's a really cool loadout that kind of ties the whole relaxation look together. Next up, we have the Medic. Now, I chose the Slick Cut as the hat, and I do have an unusual version, but it does look best with the brown hair instead of painted hair, but I just chose this one for the sake of the video. So we have the Slick Cut and the Doc's Holiday and the Medicine Man Purse. Now, the Doc's Holiday is one of my favorite cosmetics for the Medic because it looks really cool, and it looks like he has a really nice little vacation shirt on. He's just kind of kicking back again. And also paired with the Medicine Man Purse, he's got a cool little satchel on his side, and it just kind of looks like he's going on a little tour. He's just a tourist in maybe Hawaii or somewhere, and he's just kind of checking out the area and just kind of taking a break from his work. So those three are for the Medic. Next, we have up the Sniper. First off, we have the Bloke's Bucket hat. Now, this is a really cool little hat because I could totally picture the Sniper just hanging out in the mountains and just fishing at the lake and not having a care in the world. So he's just kind of fishing along with his Triad trinket. And this one's really cool because it just looks like a little casual shirt with his little gold chain. And it's really cool because it just seems like he's really relaxed with this loadout. And he's kind of just letting his shirt loose and letting his chain hang and is just really carefree, along with his companion, the Sledder's sidekick. So this loadout is really nice because it just looks like he's a fisherman in the mountains and just kind of chilling on the weekend, all the while enjoying the nice summer weather. Finally, we have the Spy, and he is also rocking Ellis's cap. Now, you could really use any of these baseball caps, but I chose the Ellis's cap because I just like the look of it. And he's also using the Triad trinket. We are using two of the ones that we already have, so you could kill two birds with one stone, or you could swap out the hat with something else. You could also use the Killer exclusive. That one looks really nice, but I just like the whole casual summer look, and so that's why I chose the Ellis's cap, the Triad trinket, and the Business Casual. So the Business Casual and the Triad trinket look really nice together because it looks like the Spy just got off work and he's just kind of heading home and is going to take off his shirts and just kind of relax and lounge about the house. He puts on his relaxing cap, and so it looks just really cool because it just looks like he's taking the summer off and just kind of resting. So that one's a really nice summer loadout in my opinion for the Spy. So hopefully you enjoyed this video showing off some of the really cool loadouts that you can do for your TF2 mercenaries. There are a bunch of really cool combinations that I encourage you guys to kind of experiment with. One site that I used was loadout.tf, and that made it really easy to pick out a bunch of these cosmetics and to see how they would look before I actually went out and bought them. So shout out to that website, and leave in the comments some of your own cool summer loadouts or just really cool loadout combinations in general so that I can kind of see them and see how they look. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that. My name's Okie Dokie, and until next time, bye-bye. Guys, I'm driving hammered. Am I gonna get pulled over?
Sir, I would like to report a DUI immediately. This is your third offense.